I never wanted to become a priest. It's probably one of the most vile and disgusting jobs that a man can have. Consider the things that we go through. No sex, no alcohol. All of those are tolerable. It is confession that I hate the most. I wonder what kind of grime and debauchery will be confessed today. I remember a guy came in and confessed for 2 hours straight. Trust me, he needed it. But he should have scheduled an appointment. I am bound by the seal of confession. Your confession is purely confidential, no matter how atrocious your crime. Free yourself. A hit and run out on the north end. I read about it in the newspaper a few weeks ago. It's funny because a lot of unsolved crimes are confessed here in this booth, but the criminals are never caught. We are bound to secrecy, even if the confession threatens our lives or the safety of the general public. We can't break the seal, period. Under man's laws, we can't even testify in court. Sure, it's not fair, but what would be the point of confession if there was no confidentiality? My confession is saved for a single person whom I believe will come and deliver me from my sins so that I can be healed and I can grow in holiness and be rewarded. The seal.
I trust the seal. Just give me a minute, will you?
If my emotions were a temperature, they would be hot enough to melt the earth down to its core twice over. My eyes no longer see wood, only flashes of red and white. The sweat running through my pores are saturated with fury. My hands tremble violently. I clench them into fists to suppress the shaking. If my teeth were clenched any tighter, I'm certain my jaw would pop. I need to compose myself. Despite being dizzy with anger, get it together, Father. I knew this day would come. I've been looking forward to it. I've gambled years, months, hours, minutes, and seconds of my life to meet this man. The man whom I most despise. He may not be a priest, but I must confess to him. He is the only person walking on this earth who can set me free. So ugly you couldn't stand to be in the same building at the same time. She started working nights, knowing that I would be asleep. When she got off, I would be at work. I drove her mad. I drove us both mad. Today, I will kill a man. My work here is finished. Jesus died so that mankind can live. This man died so that I can. Today is a new day, but before I begin, I must confess.
So how does a grown man who has no intention of hanging himself end up standing on the tips of his toes on a rickety old bar stool with a noose so tight around his neck that he can't get loose? That's me, Lowell Hardin, the biggest idiot that ever lived. And this is the story of my last birthday.
Just like my wounds, yeah, they're showing. That's where I try to convince my...
Pay me some attention! She's gonna pay me some attention!
With the knife in my hand, I couldn't get the noose on my neck, so I reached out and put it on the shelf. Big mistake. I turned back to grab the knife, and I can't reach it. I stretch with every ounce of strength I have left. I'm starting to run out of breath as the noose continues to tighten. Come on, Lowell, stretch. Just one more inch. That knife is my salvation. I give it one last effort, and I finally get my fingertips on it. It's not enough, though. The worst thing possible happens.